We're here back in the fantasy bar. It's Monday, as we say. Mondays can suck. Let's have some fun. 6 of my favorite plays, including a couple value plays, not one, but 2 players at 2K on DraftKings. Our well drinks for the night. What top shelf drink are we paying up for? A starting pitcher in the mid-range, I think, is in a good spot. And of course, my favorite play of the night. Who is it? Belly up to the fantasy bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Hope everybody out there had a great weekend. We are back with 6 of my favorite plays on FanDuel in DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Now, before we get into the plays, a couple things. As always, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it. That's the tip jar here in the fantasy bar. Also, hit that subscribe button and head over to scoresandodds.com/beer after you watch this video. Tons of great sports betting information, analytics, trends, and of course, premium picks across all of the different sports. Go and check it out today. That link right below me in the description, scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, Monday slate. We got a couple weather issues on the East Coast to keep an eye on, but excited for this slate. Let's dive in with one of those minimum price plays I spoke about in the intro. Second baseman, Nolan Gorman of the Cardinals. This kid, a very highly touted prospect coming up and making an impact early on with this team. 10 at-bats, 5 hits already, 3 hits in that last game alone. It was tearing it up down at AAA Memphis. So it's hitting over 300 and already put 15 home runs on the board here. So pay this minimum price while you can, because it's not going to last very long here on Nolan Gorman. This will be a $4,000 or $5,000 player here on DK before we know it. Now, Berrios, again, the struggles have been real for this guy. Was a stud early on in his career with Minnesota, but we have just not seen that version of him here lately. And with Toronto, struggles with lefties as well. Woba over 340, allowed ISO at 218, and a power mix we want here, 39 and 44%. Nolan Gorman, too hard to ignore at minimum price. Buy low here while we have the opportunity. All right, let's go to the outfield next with Max Kepler of the Twins. Now, Kepler swinging a good bat right now. Hits in 7 of the last 9 games. 3 of those games multi-hit games, and good numbers against righties, as you'd expect. 216 ISO, 334 weighted OBA here for Max Kepler. And we have Rodriguez on the hill for the Tigers. Not a ton of stats and history for this guy. And anytime we get a young starting pitcher coming up to make a start, I love picking on them, stacking them. I think Minnesota in a good spot here. They're not going to stand out team total-wise on the board compared with some of the other teams here. But Kepler, this Twins team, a sneaky stack for you. Love this spot for him tonight against the Detroit Tigers. All right, let's stay right there with Minnesota, but this time, let's go to starting pitcher with Chris Archer. Now, I get it. Chris Archer, not been great, not a ton of upside, and the pitch counts are down. I get all the arguments that are going to get thrown at me here on this one, but let me dig into some things here. First of all, the beer gut. We haven't mentioned it in a while, but the intuition. Sometimes things just talk to you, just scream at you. That's what's happening here with Chris Archer in this matchup. It's easy for the beer gut to talk to me in a matchup against the Detroit Tigers. We'll dig into them here in a second. But Archer, even with those limited pitch counts, strikeout totals have not been massive. Has only allowed more than 2 earned runs in 1 of his starts this season. So been limiting the damage here. And I think the strikeouts could show up in this one. Detroit, bottom 10 in the league in strikeout rate against right-handed pitching. And you look at any of their major categories, as we know, this lineup just very punchless. So the ISO, the WOBA, the WRC+, all near the bottom of the league. So again, I understand the upside is not in there with Chris Archer, but I think he has his best game of the year right here. I do think he's going to rack up some strikeouts and a nice buy low price here in the mid-range against these lowly Detroit Tigers. All right, back to the bats next. Let's spend some money here in the outfield with Nick Castellanos of the Phillies. So this is one of the spots, potential weather. It looks more like a delay potentially than a game being postponed. So we'll keep an eye on it. If we have to make a change, we certainly will. Always find that information in the comment section of the video. But Castellanos kind of been quiet lately, so people always look at that. That can lower the ownership a little bit. It's not the only thing factored in, but a lot of the general public, it's a what have you done for me lately? He's not done a whole lot, but let's look long range here. The numbers look good. 276 ISO, WOBA over 400 against left-handed pitching dating back to the 2021 season. And Davidson, going to throw a lot of fastballs, a lot of sliders. Castellanos matches up extremely well with both of those pitches, especially the fastball. Both the WOBA and ISO over 500 against that pitch, and he'll see that over half the time here. Even if Davidson gets pulled early, Castellanos very good against righties as well. So one of those guys, good against both, too cheap, been quiet lately, so the ownership should be low. Keep an eye on that weather, but Nick Castellanos in a great spot tonight. All right, I promised you 2 minimum price plays. We gave you Nolan Gorman. We're also going one of our favorites, Chad Pinder of the A's. So the old well drink when you're at your favorite establishment applies here with Chad Pinder. Want to save some money? We're going to do that here. Always a guy I look to against left-handers, especially if he's going to be 2K on DraftKings, which we get here tonight. The numbers against lefties, ISO over 200, WOBA approaching 350. But what really jumps off the page, that hard contact rate. We talk about it all the time. Anything in the mid-40s is good. Above 50, you got to take a big look at it. And this guy's pushing 53% in that department. Also very good against the sinker, which he'll see a lot from Gonzalez. 560 WOBA against that pitch. And Gonzalez, 47% fly ball rate, 40% hard contact rate. Checking that power mix box for us. Chad Pinder, another great value that's too tough to ignore at minimum price over on DraftKings. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play, free to play. All you have to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points from my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings. Just the fantasy points here. The closest guess wins themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Why not give it a shot here? Also, want to know who your favorite play tonight is in the comment section? Give me your Monday Beast of the Night. All right, let's take a look at my favorite play. Let's wrap this baby up with a look at tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time in. We've given you some well drinks. We're going top shelf here at third base with Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. So Ramirez definitely stands out as that top shelf bat that I want to get in my lineups tonight. We've given you a lot of savings here to make this a little bit easier here. And to no surprise, leads this Cleveland team in both WOBA at almost 400, ISO over 300 against righties dating back all the way to the start of last season. Very good fastball hitter as well. We're talking a WOBA and an ISO, both over 460 against that pitch. He'll see that about half the time from Garcia, so a good pitching matchup here as well. And Garcia's had his struggles with left-handed hitters, 343 WOBA, 207 ISO, and again, that power mix is there as well at 38 and 38%. Jose Ramirez in a smash spot tonight, making him easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up for Monday night in the Fantasy Bar. We gave you some well drinks. We gave you some top shelf drinks. Hopefully hit all the different categories for you here to make your lineup building easier on this Monday slate. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, please hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points from my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings for a chance at a free, that's right, I said free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And I want to know who your favorite play is in the comment section as well. Give me your Beast of the Night. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here tonight. Be right back here tomorrow with 6 of my favorite plays. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit those notifications, hit that thumbs up button if you have not, and head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Guys, good luck tonight. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.